The coronavirus vaccine developed by Pfizer-BioNTech is likely to be just as effective against a highly transmissible mutant strain of the virus that was discovered in the UK, according to a study by the two companies. The variant, known as B.1.1.7, was estimated to have first emerged in the UK in September. It has an unusually high number of mutations and is associated with more efficient and rapid transmission. The characteristics of the variant had led to concerns about the effectiveness of COVID vaccines against it. However, research published on preprint server bioarchive showed no biologically significant difference in neutralization activity between the laboratory tests on B.1.1.7 and the original strain of the coronavirus. The study, which has not yet been peer-reviewed, found that all of the mutations associated with the newly discovered variant were neutralized by antibodies in the blood of 16 participants who had previously been given the vaccine. Half of the participants were ages 18 to 55 and the other half were 56 to 85. Authors of the study warned that the rapid spread of COVID variants worldwide required continuous monitoring of the significance of changes for maintained protection by currently authorized vaccines. It is the first paper of its kind to be completed by a major COVID vaccine maker. Other drug companies are scrambling to conduct tests on the effectiveness of their own respective inoculations. Moderna and AstraZeneca, which has developed a COVID vaccine in partnership with the University of Oxford, have said they expect their vaccines to be effective against B.1.1.7 virus spread. Earlier this month, Dr. Ugur Sahin, co-founder and CEO of BioNTech, told CNBC that the German pharmaceutical company was confident its vaccine would develop an immune response against B.1.1.7. Sahin said the vaccine also should prove to be effective against a variant discovered in South Africa, another highly transmissible mutation that has raised concerns. His comments came shortly after initial tests had shown Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine appeared to be effective against a key mutation in the more infectious variants of the virus discovered in the UK and South Africa. Now, scientists from the two companies have published research indicating the vaccine is likely to be effective against all mutations associated with B.1.1.7. In recent weeks, optimism about the mass rollout of COVID vaccines worldwide has been tempered by the resurgent rate of virus spread. To date, more than 96.2 million people have contracted the coronavirus, with 2.05 million deaths, according to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. This article was originally written by Sam Meredith for CNBC on January 20, 2021. BioNTech says COVID vaccine is effective against key new strains, to publish more data in days. The CEO of German pharmaceutical company BioNTech has said he remains confident the company's COVID vaccine, developed in partnership with Pfizer, will be effective against the highly infectious variants of the virus discovered in the UK and South Africa. We are confident that based on the mechanism of our vaccine, even though there are mutations, we believe that the immune response which is induced by our vaccine could also deal with a mutated virus, Dr. Ugur Sahin, co-founder and CEO of BioNTech, told CNBC's Meg Tyrrell on Monday. Last week, we reported another mutation which is present in the UK variant and also in the South African variant, and this mutation is considered to be important because it could change structurally the protein. But it appears the immune response against our vaccine also neutralizes this mutation. His comments referred to research published Thursday that showed Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID-19 vaccine appeared to be effective against a key mutation in the more infectious variants of the virus discovered in the UK and South Africa. The study, conducted by U.S. pharma giant Pfizer and not yet peer-reviewed, suggested the vaccine worked to neutralize the so-called N501Y mutation. This mutation has been reported in the coronavirus variants discovered in the UK and South Africa. The variants, which originated separately, both share a genetic mutation of the so-called spike protein, which the virus uses to gain entry into cells within the body. Physicians tentatively welcomed the findings of the study last week but cautioned it was important to note the research only focused on the N501Y mutation found in both new variants. BioNTech Sahin said the company would be able to present more data looking at the full set of mutations in the coming days. New vaccine could be ready within 6 weeks like Moderna's. Pfizer-BioNTech's COVID vaccine uses messenger RNA, or mRNA, technology. In practice, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says this teaches their cells how to make a protein, or even just a piece of a protein, that triggers an immune response inside our bodies. The resulting immune response produces antibodies that help to protect people from becoming infected with the virus. When asked how quickly BioNTech could pivot if it turned out the existing COVID vaccine was found to be ineffective against new variants, Sahin said one key advantage of the mRNA technology was that it would allow the company to adapt the vaccine relatively quickly. We can change the sequence of the vaccine within a few days and we could deliver a new vaccine within 6 weeks in principle. This is technically possible, and if this is needed, we would go for that, he said, noting that this would also require discussions with regulatory authorities such as the Food and Drug Administration. So, we are confident that the technology would allow us to be extremely fast in responding to a mutation or to a virus variant that comes with different problems, Sahin said. Public health experts have expressed concern the new mutant strains could pose a threat to inoculation efforts. In recent weeks, optimism about the mass rollout of COVID vaccines has been tempered by the resurgent rate of virus spread worldwide. To date, more than 90.3 million people have contracted the coronavirus worldwide, with 1.93 million deaths, according to data compiled by Johns Hopkins University. This article was originally written by Sam Meredith for CNBC on January 11, 2021.